All right, guys. Good morning, and welcome back to my channel. So, Brianna and I were just laughing. There's Brianna back there. We're working. I just want to put this out here, okay? Because I feel like you guys are wondering, but most of all, I feel like I would be wondering, can they really be getting work done in that office? The answer is sometimes. But anyway, we're just laughing because both of us were tired as heck. I don't know what happened, but like I didn't sleep well last night, and then I heard Brianna yawning, and I was like, "Are you tired too?" So I made us some coffee because I have an espresso machine that I was adamant about buying before we all moved here, and she was like, "I am woke, like as I can sing the Black National Anthem right now. I'm so woke, like." Okay, so I was just telling her that I'm in here filming TikToks right now, and I went from like, okay guys, today we're gonna talk about, to like, ta-da, I'm here, let's talk about influencer marketing. That's really how I feel right now. I'm like, but I needed this, and I'm glad I didn't have to do a Red Bull because Red Bull has so much sugar in it. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in to tell you guys that I'm filming TikToks today, and specifically decided in the previous vlog, I told you guys that I was just going to be changing the way that I focused on my vlog style, YouTube videos in general, because I wanted to provide you guys more value. And I'm going to be doing that. But if you want a ton of value, you can always go over to Evergreen's YouTube page. Wink, wink. And all of that is straight, like business branding, etc. So today on TikTok, I was talking about how new influencers do two things that really annoy me as an influencer marketer. So here's the thing. Here's the third thing, but I'm going to say this first. I think a lot of people see certain brands and how big they are. And so you have this expectation that it's it's like extremely well run, and like things are planned out 6 months in advance, and like, you know, we've already perfected our calendar for the year and all this other stuff. And in some cases that's true, but in a lot of cases there are points where we haven't finished our February calendar. Like I may have a general idea of what's happening January through December for the content calendar for one of the people that I'm working on, right? And one of the things that we want to do in general is have monthly live streams with content creators talking about, you know, their rags to riches stories, or like, you know, coming up and turning their hobby into, you know, profitable businesses, all that stuff. So in general, we have live stream written out on the calendar, okay? But what we don't have are specific content creators for each live stream. I'm working on it. I'm reaching out to people. We're having conversations. We're trying to produce it, but I don't actually have that. So I want to say that first, because sometimes people just think that these businesses are ran by a lot more people than they really are. So I just want to humanize this whole like marketing atmosphere for you, because there really are just like everyday people trying to get a job done. That's number one. Number two, influencer marketing is still very, very new, that a lot of brands don't know what to ask for in an influencer marketer. Sometimes they lean more toward more like social media tasks. Sometimes they lean more toward marketing tasks. It really is important to have a good mixture of both, and also throw some PR in there and some good public speaking skills and, you know, somebody relatable, and boom, you got me basically. Welcome. So I said all that to say, I just think it's important for you guys to realize that like we're humans, and everything is not always perfectly put together. And so sometimes there may be a rush, or sometimes there may be delay. First thing that influencers do that get on my nerves, and honestly, it's not like people that are well seasoned and have been in this for a long time. It's new people coming into the game. First thing you guys do, you put "I'm an influencer marketer" in your bio, but we have no clue what you're marketing about, okay? You don't say "I'm a mommy business." You don't say "I'm focused on health and wellness." You don't say "I'm focused on natural hair." You don't say "I'm focused on rebuilding my community through financial literacy." You don't say any of those things. Influencer tells me nothing. Influencer tells me nothing. Everybody has influencer in their bio, and if they think they can swoop an extra $200 to $500 a month by just being an influencer, they're going to put it in their bio. You're not telling me anything. I need to know specifically what your niche and focus is, because based on that information, that's how I'm going to decide which brand to pitch you to. For instance, there's a brand that I work with, and they use their platform to provide low-income families with resources in their hard times so that they're able to, you know, increase in all areas, financially, educationally, in the workforce, childcare, healthcare, all that good stuff, okay? So if you just put I'm an influencer in my bio instead of community activist or, you know, from broke to business, whatever the case is, financial, you know, literacy, whatever the case is, I have no clue that you can support this specific business. So anyway, I'm saying that because I've been having a super hard time finding creators for certain brand partnerships. So that's number one. Can you define who you are? Define who you are, what you do, how you are an asset to your audience. And in the process of that, it also tells me, the marketer, hey, I can also be of value to you for your brand. So pay me for XYZ. Okay? That's number one thing that influencers do to drive me crazy. The second thing that influencers do to drive me crazy is I reach out to you, you have 200 followers, and you tell me that your rate is $300 for a post and you can't accept gifting. By the time you get done with this conversation, you're like, you know, I was told I should never do anything for free. This may be the boomers speaking up, you know, the traditionalists. I'm not super traditional, but there are some parts of me that are. This may be my mother speaking up in me, but baby, you gotta crawl before you walk. If you're an influencer who wants $200 to $300 to post on your platform because that's what you heard you can do. You heard Kim Kardashian could post one post and make $1 million, and therefore you're going to do it. And you're also speaking up for your workers' rights in that process. You need to show me where you posting is going to return on my investment for $200 to $300. A lot of creators are struggling because they're taking advice from people who are already established, or people who are giving out business information and not giving the full story. This is coming from a person who is an influencer and an influencer marketer, also worked in public relations, also worked in communications. And here's the thing, you guys, you have to build a resume. I didn't start off in my career saying, I need you to pay me $100K, you know, just to be an intern. No, I interned for 3 years for pennies, baby. Pennies, so that I could learn the trade. I needed to build my resume. I needed to learn how to speak publicly. I needed to be media trained. I needed to learn how to talk to the camera. I needed to learn how to use the camera. I needed to learn how to pitch to brands, pitch to influencers. I needed to write grammatically correct in my emails. I had to learn all of those things, okay? So until I was able to do those things efficiently and then grow in the amount of education and knowledge I have in the field, I couldn't require a certain amount of money. And to be honest, I took several unpaid internships just to get to the one paid internship. So I just want to tell you, a lot of influencers, they're well established, and so yes, they are correct. If they are established, if their analytics can prove that I talked about your business and therefore your business got, you know, 300 clicks on it and you got 12,000 sales, you guys get what I'm saying. But anyway, if you can prove through that your brand does that, then it makes sense for this brand to invest. You guys, every brand does not have $1 million budgets. Every brand doesn't have $10,000 a month budgets. A lot of brands are in the testing phases where they're trying to see if working with influencers is going to be worth it. And therefore, you can't think that every brand is trying to play you or trying to trick you because they're saying, hey, we can't pay you $1,000 for this post. We can't pay you $300 for this post because we need to see if there's return on investment. So just FYI, crawl before you guys walk. Taking a gift is okay. And I just really want to reinforce that. If you're building your resume, you don't have analytics, you don't have social proof to show that your brand is going to produce an opportunity for me or for the specific brand that you're looking to work with, then it's totally okay to just take the gift, learn more, build your resume. As you increase your resume, say, hey, I worked with Tarte, they gifted me this concealer. In that post, I got 500 likes. My unique link got 300 clicks, etc. Things like that are important. So the next time you go to a brand, this is the formula right here. The next time you go to a brand and you want to work with them, you say, hi, my name is, you present your niche. Here's what I do. Here's what I provide for my audience. Then you present how large your audience is so that we know how many eyes are going to be on the post. And then you present me with the analytics or your resume that's full of analytics. I work with these 10 brands. Here's what I produced on those posts. Here's how successful those are posts. And then at the end, you say, based on all of this information, these are my rates. You guys are welcome. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because it annoys the heck out of me. The last thing, you guys, for a lot of new influencers is number 3. How come your email isn't in your bio? Sometimes I have an attachment that I need to send you. Sometimes I want to link a video. Sometimes I want to talk to you more in depth where I'm able to communicate with you outside of TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is. How do I know how to contact you? What if I have a promo? This actually happened to me several times when I was working on some Dunkin' Donuts campaigns and I was trying to find influencers where I need an influencer like tomorrow. And I would find these people and I'm like, oh, they're so great. No contact information. Does that even make sense? Does it even make sense? So anyway, that's my quick rant, and also just a quick note to all of you like up and coming influencers. You still haven't like broken into the part where you're able to, you know, get a certain amount of income yet, or you still haven't grown yet. You guys, those things have to be there, and those are really just the basics before you can even move into that. Crawl before you walk. Get a little bit of experience under your belt. Work for somebody for free, intern for someone for low cost, just so that you can build up your resume, and also so that you can learn. You can learn to create content that produces so that you get to work with more brands. So that's my spiel for today. You have an espresso coffee to thank for that. There we go. So now that I'm done with that, I've got like 6 or 7 more pieces of content create. I'm trying to batch create right now. So if you follow me on TikTok, it's the Jasmine Gant. You guys are going to see this content and you're going to see the shirt like 6 or 7 times. And when you comment to tell me how grateful you are for the valuable commentary, make sure you leave out that I'm wearing the same shirt, okay? Mind your business.
She wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make you.
Okay, you guys. So I'm working. I promise. Look at this. I just ordered this because of TikTok. Darn it, they got me. Isn't this cool? It's a phone holder. You just put it on the ring in the back of your phone. It holds this here, which I think is really cool because sometimes I'm creating content, I need the elevation. It goes right there. And then when you're done with it, look at this. I'm gonna flip around. Oh, shoot. When you're done with this, you just roll it back up. I think that's really cool. So innovative. You know, not that I don't already have so much tech, but literally every time I see something new, I just have to have it. So, yeah, that's this week's new thing. So what is going